righty ho, chaps and chappets, Game Chap and Bertie here.
Yes.
Yes, indeed, Vales, and I dare say we are now reporting here on the biggest item of news to ever hit the Minecraft community since it started, you know.
We most certainly are, old chap. Yes, indeed, and I think you might be right. You see, according to various sources, a very big thing for Minecraft is happening. Now, a few people close to the action who said they don't want to be named have, one might say, leaked or spoken of this.
That's right, old boy. Now, this could be an accidental leak, or it could have been done purposefully, perhaps to soften the blow to the community, or it could all be an elaborate hoax. But in any case, interestingly, Mojang and Microsoft chief officers have declined to comment.
They most certainly have. Now, what is this? Well, it is that Microsoft are in talks to acquire Mojang.
What?
Yes, we said that Mojang are looking to sell up shop to Microsoft, and of course, Minecraft will be the centerpiece of the sale.
My goodness me, that's huge news indeed, old chap. So Mojang AB of Sweden are selling up to Microsoft, my word.
They most certainly are. Now, the sum involved here is no small amount. We have a saying in the UK that when people start to talk large sums of money, they're talking telephone numbers. Well, this could be a telephone number including the dialing code, because the sum is no less than $2 billion United States dollars.
$2 billion United States dollars for this acquisition, fellows. Indeed, this is really a huge deal, as befits a gargantuan property like Minecraft. Now, as you know, Microsoft is the largest software maker in the world, and of course Mojang has one of the most popular games in the world, so it's quite a natural match. Now, if this comes off, it will be a very big deal for Microsoft, indeed the largest deal yet for Mr. Satya Nadella, who is the CEO of Microsoft.
Most certainly. Now, Mr. Nadella has been moving the focus of the company more towards cloud computing and web-based services, so Minecraft Realms may well be of interest to them. Microsoft also want to push serious games over to the Xbox, where, of course, Minecraft already has a very strong following and has made chart-topping sales.
Well, that's right, it was. So we have here the pith of the deal is an absolutely titanic move by Microsoft to acquire Mojang AB along with everyone's favourite game. It's huge news, really. But the question is, I must say, how on earth did we go from the 1.8 update being released and Minecraft on PS4 to suddenly Mojang setting up shop?
Well, most certainly, how on earth? Well, apparently, as far as sources say, which we can't confirm as certain until an official announcement is made, it was Mr. Marcus Pearson himself, Mr. Notch, who initiated the deal rather than Microsoft.
Is that so, old chap?
Indeed. Now, apparently Mr. Notch approached Microsoft a few months ago because of how well they got on together with Microsoft and Xbox, according to the person familiar with Microsoft.
That's right, yes indeed. But of course, there at the same time, another source also claimed that it was Microsoft that actually approached Mojang. But in any case, Mr. Notch has previously also tweeted, has he not, old boy?
He most certainly has. He tweeted in 2012 that his price would be $2 billion. So this lines up with what we're seeing.
That's right, it really does. So indeed it seems that although the deal is not yet 100% concretely confirmed, there's certainly a lot of substance to it. Sources close to the action, as Bertie said, have been saying yes, this is on the table. Now apparently the two companies were fairly quick to come to a decision on price, etc. Presumably they might have settled it over a round of Quig, I suppose, old chap. But they are currently working out the details, etc. Now the sources say it seems Mr. Notch is going to be helping out with the transfer and the transitioning process, but he's not likely to remain much longer after that.
Most certainly, that's what they say, that Mr. Notch is going to help out, but not likely to remain much longer after that, as you say. In other words, he's sailing off into the sunset with his knotted handkerchief made of diamond thread, waving in the wind, or gold thread.
Yes, or gold thread, of course.
With a lot of things in it.
That's right, old chap. Very much. Indeed, Mr. Notch there is, as I said, transitioning the move towards Microsoft, but indeed after that it seems he's going to be on his way doing his own thing, and who could blame him, old chap, really?
Most certainly. Now, apparently Microsoft thinks it can boost Minecraft sales by increasing the number of game users. Apparently this deal could be concluded within as soon as the next week or so, they say.
My word, that's very soon indeed. So really this is breaking news that I'm sure has caught us all by surprise, fellows. Suddenly Minecraft going into Microsoft's hands. And of course this brings us on to another topic altogether, and perhaps a controversial one for the Minecraft community, which is what will happen to both Minecraft and the Mojang team when Uncle Bill takes over.
Most certainly, and it's an important question because what do the community feel about this?
Yes.
Well, will it mean lots more lawsuits and copyright infringements and tighter control on the community, etc.? What with the mods, servers and YouTube, of course?
That's right, of course, certainly those 3 points you cited there, Bertie. Mods, servers and YouTube do indeed form core pillars of the Minecraft community. And, of course, the current EULA of Mojang is quite broad and relaxed in terms of it's written quite freely, etc. and so forth. But I'm sure once Microsoft get hold of Minecraft and that transitionary move has been completed, they'll want to update Mojang's policies to bring them in line with more of what Microsoft has to say and their policies, etc. and so forth.
Well, exactly, that's something to consider.
Certainly, yes. I think it could certainly bring about a bit of a sea change in the way Minecraft's handled it. But certainly there'll be big changes in the pipeline and on the horizon for Minecraft, I think.
Certainly. Now, will it affect, and this is another question, will it affect the core mechanics structure of the game? And how will it change future updates? I mean, will we have things like the snapshots coming out? Or will they hand the whole thing over to a different programming team?
This is an interesting point, of course. Indeed, when Microsoft get hold of Minecraft, will they have their own ideas for the game? Will they be saying all of a sudden, you know, we're going to be doing away with some of the established trends, we're going to be incorporating cloud-based features, or indeed, as Bertie says, will they be taking control of the game away from the old guard at Mojang, like Mr. Jed, etc., and handing it over to a team of devs at Microsoft?
Most certainly, because that's what it's all about. It very much has a sort of Mr. Notch and Mr. Jeb sort of feel about the game of Minecraft.
Yes.
And I think everyone thinks that.
Yes.
But what will happen and how will it feel when it's handed over and Microsoft have their hands on it?
That's right, of course. Indeed, Microsoft could make some very large changes to the game, I think. The game has certainly seen some very, very large swings and adjustments to the overall feel of the game. After all, back in the old days of Alpha, it certainly had a very different, unique charm back then, and it's got a bit of a different feel about it nowadays, I think, as well. But indeed, when Microsoft get their hands on it, the whole scene could change once more, and we could be going into a new chapter for the game, I think.
And of course, will they keep people like Mr. Jeb on, or will he just work part-time, as it were, from a distance, or perhaps work for a little while and then leave?
Freelance?
Freelance, yes. How will that work?
That's a good point, old boy. Indeed, the current Mojang staff, what are they going to do? Are they going to hire them at Microsoft? Are they going to give them jobs as part of the deal? Are they going to goodness only knows do what with them? Indeed, as you say, it could be a freelance basis. It could be a full-time position at Microsoft, or it could be an overall transition of the whole process. But we're certainly going to have to see. I mean, indeed, Microsoft do, of course, have a large team of coders responsible for such things as Windows and then many other pieces of software. So
well, they know how to code.
They do, old chap, yes.
Now, of course, another point is, how will it be integrated into Windows 8? Now, Mr. Notch previously expressed distaste for Windows 8 because of the way that it's structured and how it's designed to work with games, etc.
Now Windows 8, that's quite an interesting point indeed, because of course Windows 8 is its own enclosed environment where everything has to go through Microsoft to get its approval before, of course, it's made live on the platform. Of course, the approval process won't any longer be a problem because Minecraft will be inside the Microsoft fold. But nonetheless, will there be changes made to the game to accommodate and adapt it to the Windows 8 structure?
Well, exactly. It's a very good point. And another question which we must ask, or could be asked, is, well, what will Mr. Notch do now?
Yes, on a personal note to Mr. Notch, what is Mr. Pearson going to do now? Of course, I mean, with that sum of money, old chap, it's game over, really. You don't have to work anymore. What's he going to do? He could become a philanthropist. He could become a sort of make more games, I suppose. He could become a warrior for justice, old chap. We just don't know.
Well, exactly. Will he just sail off into the sunset and retire, as it were? Or will he perhaps turn his hand to something else, another game, another project, or something like that?
Certainly. I mean, it's very much an open book for Mr. Notch now. He can do anything at all there. And indeed, I'm sure many of us will be excited to see exactly what he comes up with, if anything, in the future. But certainly as regards Minecraft, I believe very big changes could be ahead, old chap.
Well, most certainly. Yes, and I think that's what the community are going to be asking. What does this mean for me and the game? This big change that looks like it could indeed be coming off.
I mean, one point, for example, as regards the current Mojang account system, will that be transferred and migrated over to a Microsoft account system? So perhaps you'd have to sign in with your Microsoft ID to actually play Minecraft.
Well, exactly. I was just thinking that, yes. Will you just sign... You presumably won't sign into Mojang anymore. You'll have to sign in perhaps to a Microsoft site or something like that.
Well, yes, I mean...
In order to change your skin or whatever you might want to do at the time.
Perhaps, yes. They could continue using Microsoft's Minecraft's current servers, which are, of course, hosted with Amazon, or they could transfer them over to their own servers. But we'll certainly have to wait and see what they do there. And, of course, will Microsoft's policies mean a change in the way the user experience is handled in Minecraft? For example, will it have to be always on, connected connected to the internet all the time? Will Minecraft Realms be expanded? Because, of course, Microsoft are very much showing that they like the idea of the cloud computing system.
Most certainly. So really, will Minecraft lose its magic when Microsoft take over?
Well, I don't know, of course. At this point it's too early to draw any conclusions. It could go anywhere. It could become much better and really benefit from being part of a large company like Microsoft. But only time will tell, and certainly I say we'll keep our ears to the ground, videos, and keep you informed on exactly what happens as it emerges, you know.
We really, I've just had a thought.
What's that?
Well, I wonder if Microsoft would put in gerbils.
Gerbils?
Yes,
Don't be silly. Bill Gates would never do that.
Yes, he will. I'm going to call him now. And
What?
Yes, I'll ask him and see.
Bill Gates?
Yes.
You can't do it. Bertie!
Hi, is Bertie here?
No, Bertie,
What?
give me that bloody telephone.
What?
But
No.
I want to speak to
no,
Mr. Gates.
listen to
No,
him.
listen to him.
Mr. Gates, no,
He's a
talk
fool,
about-
I say. Ignore him.
Mr. Gates, listen to me.
Mr. Gates.